Hey, welcome back, Marvel Legends fans. Today we will be unboxing House of X Omega Sentinel and House of X Marvel Girl. We're going to go ahead and start on the Omega Sentinel. So this line seems to be warming a lot of pegs at Target. Wherever else you shop, you may see these guys a lot. All the figures seem relatively easy to find comparatively to some of the more recent waves that we've been seeing. When we open this box up, we get the Build-A-Figure piece for the Tri-Sentinel. This is the body. We'll go ahead and put this together after I'm done reviewing all of the figures. Put this off to the side. Alright, so what do we got here? We have the body, we have an extra head, and we have a couple of accessory arm swap outs here. I'll admit I haven't actually read the House of X storylines. Wasn't really looking forward to this set. I've already reviewed the Wolverine, which I think is, if you're not going to get a figure, if you're not a completist, I would absolutely skip the figure. I mentioned that in my last review. This is a decent looking figure though, of the Omega Sentinel. I love the red head sculpt. I also love the more human variant with the hair. I'm going to pop this out for you. You can see it's got the double pigtails in the back, ponytails I guess, the metal mask, the bright red lipstick, the red glowing eyes. It's a nice touch, a nice detail. I'm going to go ahead and swap this out. Some of the heads recently have been a little bit more difficult to add. This one pops in really nicely. This is definitely going to be how I'm displaying with this head sculpt. Looks fantastic. The arms work nicely. Take a look at some of these accessories. Got a couple of blasters here. So these arms, you can see, aren't full arms. These actually swap out at the elbow joint. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put one of these blasters on, not both of them. And now she is armed and ready for battle. So this is a decent figure. Probably one of the nicer ones in the wave, quite honestly. Not something I would have actively seeked out if I missed it or had to pay above retail for, but definitely a nice addition to the collection. It'll go nicely on the X-Men shelves behind me. Next up, we have Marvel Girl. So I was really excited about this figure. This is the second most exciting figure in the wave I was looking forward to. And the reason for that is we haven't seen this version of Marvel Girl in Marvel Legends before. The last time we saw Marvel Girl, there's been a couple of features. She was in a boxed set. I think it was an exclusive release of the original X-Men. She was in the original yellow costume. We saw the Rachel Summers version in the Brood Queen set years and years ago. That was, I think, 2007. So it's been about 14 years since we've had a Marvel Girl. This one bringing us the more classic green skirted yellow accessories outfit. So I definitely needed a Marvel Girl like this. I know it's from the House of X, but it is nice enough that it'll definitely go ahead and fit into the X-Men collection very nicely, even outside of the House of X storyline. We've got a couple of extra hand sculpts here. The open hand sculpts for telekinetics and magic wielders are some of my favorite posing figures pieces, quite frankly. I love the way they look when you get a nice pose in, showing that they're using their power. Might have been worth including an effects piece for these types of open hand magics, telekinesis in this case, but they didn't. Instead, we get our floating flower pot, which is obviously very, very important. This will be stored away with my accessories. It will not be on the shelf. It doesn't really add anything to the display. Build-A-Figure piece, leg for Tri-Sentinel. Put that off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and swap out both of her fisted hands for the open hand accessories. again, this is an absolutely gorgeous figure. It was definitely something I needed to complete my X-Men shelf and to make it more robust, more filled. You can see, absolutely love the hand sculpts, love the way that she's making someone float. So on the shelf, I'll probably have her floating someone off the air. Beautiful, beautiful figure. Highly recommend you grab this one if you see it from the House of X. If you need the Build-A-Figure piece, you'll definitely want it, but this is a great figure to pick up. Guys, in a little bit, I'll be reviewing a couple more House of X figures. If you have any questions or comments, shoot it down below. Let me know how I can make these videos better.